How's it going, guys? In this video, we're going to be going over how to assemble the Arceus Pokéball that I just dropped for free on my Patreon. In order to get this model for yourself, follow the link down below. Alright, so for the rest of this video, we're going to be going over how to assemble it, so let's get right to it. Alright, so I have all my pieces already laid out here on the table, and I do have some pieces that are already assembled, again, just to save some time. So what we're going to do first to get this build going is we are going to take our white base piece. We're going to take our twist lock, and we're going to take the part that came off the bed and push that down into the base. We're going to take our center ring, pay attention to the word top, that's going to face up, push that over the middle, and then we're going to take our black top piece. So we're going to line that up with the twist lock and twist, and our top and bottom are now locked together. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to take this little black piece that's going to go underneath the center ring, and we're just going to push that in and onto the square pegs there. So with that now in, we're going to go on to the next piece. All right, so I realized I was missing my white top, so we're going to take that white top piece and we're going to put that on next, and that's just going to sit right on the pegs here. Now, this is going to be loose and wobbling around, so what we're actually going to do is take some glue, and we don't need a crazy amount, just like a little bit goes a long way. So I just got a little bit of glue on there. So we're going to go ahead, drop this on, and now we're just going to wait for that to dry. So once that is dry and no longer moving all over the place, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next piece. All right, so with our base done, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the top of the head, which is just going to be two pieces, a black and a white. So just go ahead and glue those together. So I have this already glued. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the two tail pieces. Again, one piece is white and one piece is black, and you're going to go ahead and just glue those together as well. While you're gluing those together, also take the little green emerald pieces and glue those into the gold rings. So you're going to do that on both of these. And once you're done gluing all that stuff together, we're going to then move on to the next piece. All right, so the next thing we're going to want to do now is take your button and your button ring and just push those together. So you're going to take the white middle piece and push that through the black ring. And then we're going to take, I have a black little square. I have it already pushed in place, but this black square is going to go into this black base piece, and you're going to take the opposite end and just push those together. So when you push these together, I recommend just using a little bit of glue. And again, just a little bit. Wait for those to dry. And once these are dry, we're then going to start assembling all of these pieces together to finish up the build. All right, so with all of our pieces dry, we can now start really assembling things. So I'm gonna start by putting a little bit of glue here around the bottom. I'm just gonna do like 3 strips of glue. I'm then gonna take my black bottom piece that I now have assembled and push that into place. So you wanna make sure that's lined up nicely. And once that's in position, just let that sit for a second. Cool, looks like it's no longer moving. And what I'm gonna do now is take some glue and push it in this back hole. And then I'm gonna glue in the tail. So with the tail, we wanna make sure we're lining up the black with the black and the white with the white. Line up the little lines in there, hold it into place. And once that's feeling nice and tight, we're good to go, and we can move on to the next piece. All right, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take these gold pieces, these ring pieces, and we're gonna assemble them onto the body. So on the body, there is a hole on either side on top, and then there's gonna be holes on the bottom. So you're gonna start by taking the longer piece here and pushing it into the big hole on top and slide that in. And once that's slid in, we're gonna take the gold piece on the bottom and just kind of drop it into its cutout. And now once that's in position, we're just gonna do the same to the other side. And now we have those pieces assembled. All right, so with these gold pieces on, the next thing we're gonna do is take a little bit of glue. We're gonna put that glue on this back piece on top, get that nice and set. Then we're going to go ahead and take our top piece here, and we're going to make sure white's on top, black's on the bottom, and just kind of hold that in position and line it up. And you're just going to have to hold that until the glue dries. And once it dries, we are good to go and move on to the final pieces. All right, so with all those other pieces assembled, we're gonna take our glue and put it on this white spot here. And now with some glue in place, we are going to take our yellow piece. So pay attention to the orientation. There's a flat side, and that flat side is going to go into position. And then we're gonna take this button and button ring, and then we're gonna push this on the little peg that's sticking out here. So I'm just gonna push that on. Cool. And now I have that in place. So there's only a few pieces left. We can go ahead and grab these little green pieces here. I'm going to put a little tiny dot of glue. So there's a flat side and a curved side. The curved side is going to be on the outside. So the glue is going to be going on the flat portion. So with the glue on the flat portion, you're going to have to line the curve up with the right direction here. So I'm going to push this in, twist it for the curve, and drop it into place. And then I'll do the same thing with the other one. Line up the curve and push it in place. And then finally, we have the two front pieces and the peg that holds it together. So I actually have an extra one here. I already put it in this piece, so I don't need this guy. So you're gonna take these two pieces and they're just gonna push together here. And you can use glue on either side just to lock them together, but first play around with lining them up. So you're gonna take both of these pieces and they're gonna drop into place. Let me get it lined up here. And in place, it should now line up with the body. So you'll pull them tighter just to get it lined up as good as you can, put a little bit of glue on it, and it will hold it in place. So that finishes the build for the Arceus Pokéball. If you guys have any questions or if you need any help assembling it, feel free to drop a comment down below or on Patreon, and I'll be sure to help you guys out. Happy printing.